Glad to have you with us from Kennesaw, Georgia, and Fifth Third Bank Stadium. We've reached a defining point in the season. We gave in a huge game here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Delaware Blue Hens and the Kennesaw State Owls. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Thanks, guys. Checking in with the Owls head coach before the game. He knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. It should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. And the Blue Hens headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. And he'll bring it back. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. So Kennesaw State's offense will get the ball first. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number one.
Sets his feet, it's Collins. Left side, it's Morgan. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Straight ahead, it's Morgan. All right, guys, let's think for just a moment about Kennesaw State. Can be a little bit tricky to balance that high school recruiting, transfer portal recruiting for some of the non-traditional powers. But when they're grabbing linebackers like this guy, you know they're doing the right thing.
Absolutely, and there's nothing tricky about that, right? Like recruiting high school players is essential. Transfer portal is good to supplement, but getting a guy like this that can run at the linebacker spot, it can upgrade your roster immediately.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. And the Owls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Drops back on first down. Right side, it's Rogers. There he goes. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. The Owls, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Hits inside, it's Woods. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Once you start getting closer to the end zone, you start bringing in more big bodies, right? They're going to run the football more. The field shrinks. I can run different coverages, but really nice job saying, that's fine, you bring in the big bodies. I'm going to toss the ball in the perimeter for a nice positive game.
He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. And the Owls pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. This quarterback part of their running game. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Owls!
This defense has their hands full in this game because of what you saw right there. This quarterback is one of the fastest players in the entire country, and he runs one in. They're going to have to do a better job getting hats to him because they know they're going to see the QB run a lot today.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Roberts. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So Delaware's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And here comes a guy that's going to get a lot of looks, Sean Wilson. He's a good route runner, good solid hands, and a big part of this passing attack.
It's pretty amazing when you watch this offense because they're not very talented. They're average, quite honestly, a lot of spots, except the guy at wide receiver, David. He is elite. And today on offense, everything should go through him.
And when you've got one of those guys, you've got a chance, right? One guy that puts fear in the defense. And I love that we continue to see guys have real success at smaller levels, right? It's not just the power four. These are guys that end up getting plucked and go to the next level. You can still be a burner and still have that great speed and route running and develop. And this guy has, and he is.
And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Second down coming up. Might as well run him again. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Fires the pass, intercepted. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception. Using his feet. Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. From the 33, it's 1st and 10. Grabbed behind the line, it's Rodgers. Could not make his way to the corner.
I'll tell you, the offense might be setting up a shot down the field here. You might see them later fake the wide receiver screen and see if they can hit a tight end or another receiver running up the boundary. Keep your eye open for that.
Out wide right, it's Booker. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. Quarterback changing the play. Looking to throw, it's Collins. Finds us back in the middle. Finds a crease at the 20. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Still third down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. From the gun, wants to pass. Back open in the middle. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. This Kennesaw State offense is on the move. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Woods. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The Owls kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Got his man on the right. Touchdown, Kennesaw State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's involved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Look out! And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
You know, David, I love defenses that stay aggressive, especially at this point of the field. They've got pass rushers on this unit with speed and that are aggressive and that can win one-on-one, and you saw it right there.
And there's two thought processes when I'm a defense and I got them backed up is I am stopping the run, not allowing them to have any space, but also understanding this is also a shot part of the field. Like, it's going to be a run, or a lot of times that ball is going to be a deep ball thrown down the sideline because you'll get man-to-man. Nice job by the defense applying pressure, getting a sack, now putting them in a bad situation backed up close to their own end zone.
Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down. The Blue Hens send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll return it from the 50. Wide open, and it's a foot race. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. This offense has it with really good field position. They'll run it to the right side. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down, doesn't convert this time. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. And this one splits the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll bring it out. It's Roberts. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And now the Blue Hen offense onto the field. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hold, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, Dave.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now, chip into this lead, try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
Short completion on first down, and here comes 2nd and 8. Leaves it in his belly. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
Kennesaw State will go on the attack, the offense onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake. but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Dave.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Wide open downfield. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11. That big play really has them in business. It's 1st and 10 from the 11. Moves to his right. And he'll step into the end zone. You don't give a hoot. Kennesaw State does. Touchdown, Owls! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this three-gate showdown.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
Coming out with it, it's Lewis. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Taking the field down, the Blue Hens offense, and they'll start this drive. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to make some grab and room to run. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. And the Blue Hens come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Play action on 1st down. He finds a dead spot in the middle. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. The Blue Hens come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Fires to the wideout. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. They'll run it on 4th down. And he's not going to be able to wedge his way there. The defense with the stop. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Woods. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. To the ground. He's got it again. There's some room. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. Kennesaw State has a chance now on 1st and goal. They'll run it. It's Woods. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Now on 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in. And he's in. Touchdown, Owls. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out, start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Roberts. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Gonna run it. It's Silver. Knocked down immediately.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football on the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Graves. Makes the grab, but down immediately. He picks up a few.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. He'll take a deep shot here. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Blue Hens will try to pin them back with the punt. Looking for room. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Back to throw, it's Collins. Out wide left, it's Woods. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Just a short pass to the tight end. Oh, what a cut! Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. Kennesaw State hopes to be wise here in the red zone. In the backfield, it's Rogers. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Out of the backfield, he's open. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking downfield very late in the half. Touchdown Owls! Fitted in the window for the score.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the 2nd half.
Deep in the end zone, it's Lewis. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Guys, the Devil Bear offense going back to work. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You've got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision-making.
And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update. Kennesaw State ready to kick it off to start things here in the 2nd half. He'll bring it out. It's Roberts. Before we kick off the 2nd half, Holly Rowe, what do you have?
Hey guys, the Owls head coach told me at the half they are really thrilled with how their defense is playing so far. They knew coming in that they had a really tough opponent in the wide receiver on the other team, somebody who could change a game with one route. But their defense has been stout and solid. We'll see if they can continue to do that here as that wide receiver gets the ball here to start the 2nd half. Guys?
Appreciate that, Holly. From the gun, it's Silver. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. The Blue Hens can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Handoff from the shotgun. And again finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
And the Blue Hens will punt this one away.
And man, that's another drive for this offense where it's frustration. You're looking to the sidelines, there's not a lot of juice, man. They haven't been able to get going and put drives together and score points. They've got to find something because this game's starting to creep along and they really need to make something happen.
Running inside, it's Woods. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
Looking for running room. Breaks into the open. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a first down. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down. And the Owls are marching down the field. On the run, it's McFadden. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Now on 2nd down. Quick give. It's Woods. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. The Owls go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. And that last one might have helped the completion percentage, but it didn't go forward. 2nd and 10 here. Working the ground game. Drag down.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
That's why as a defense, you feel okay playing man coverage on 3rd down because you know you've got linebackers and you've got players on your defense that can cover these dangerous running backs mano-a-mano. Nice job tackling in the open field.
Tried to run it on 4th and 2, and he won't make it. He'll be stopped a yard short. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. It's picked off, and another empty drive. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40. Great place to start for this offense. The run inside. It's Woods. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Handoff again. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. At the end of the quarter, it's Kennesaw State on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Straight ahead, it's Woods. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Kennesaw State has a chance now on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Rushes on, and he gets rid of it.
After that incompletion, it's now 4th and short in the red zone. Decision time if you're the head coach. You just take the field goal, or do you keep your offense on the field looking to get 6?
Just drives it between the uprights. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
They'll move the tight end. Sells to run, looking to pass. Catch in the middle. Ball is loose. Bounced right back to them.
That is a nice break for the offense. Man, those are plays that you don't think about down the road, but those are turnovers. If they just bounce a little bit in the direction of the defense, you're so jacked up. You create momentum, juice. It could change the game. That's a great break for the offense.
Just goes right through the wicket, brings up 3rd down. Man, he will be thinking about that one.
And we've seen a lot of that from this offense, unfortunately. Just quarterback and wide receivers just not in sync. And sometimes it happens and they get out of sync and they don't make big plays. But, man, you're in a huge deficit. You need big plays down the field, so somebody's got to make a play for their quarterback.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Boy, did he show it all on that return. The speed, the explosiveness, and took a little momentum with him out of bounds. The Owls offense comes out ready to go to work. So your defense has done yeoman's work. The idea, don't make any mistakes here. Take care of the ball and preserve this shutout. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. And the Owls come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Might as well give it to him again. Turning it on. And he's tackled, stopped at the 14. They'll move the chains. They've got a 1st down in the red zone. Kennesaw State hopes to be wise here in the red zone. Headed to the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. He'll bring it out. It's Jefferson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Delaware's offense takes the field to start this drive. So this offense has done nothing. No points on the board, and right now it's just about trying to save face. Now the toss. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Just feeds the running back on the stop.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
The Blue Hens have it with a 1st and 10. Hits inside. It's Ellison. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Keep it on the ground. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
He's taking a deep shot. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. And the Blue Hens line up to punt it away. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Woods. They needed that extra space as he bangs his way to the 14. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give to the back. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Follows his blocks. It's Woods. And they'll get nothing going on this one either, at least back to the line of scrimmage, but it is 4th down.
Number 34 on to punt it away.
First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. He's brought down, but there's also a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about.
Personal foul.
That was a reckless hit by the defender. The kickers are in a vulnerable spot, and they have to protect them. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. And that will be in the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.